First of all, the Hancock movie will be coming today, so stay tuned. Now, welcome back to Anime King 3, and I'm back with part 9 of What If Naruto Was Neglected with Momoshiki and Ishiki Karma Seal. Remember to get this one too. 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also, guys, if you're new, yes, I indeed have 3 more channels which I post What If on every single day for you guys to enjoy. Anime King 2, Anime Symbol, guys. And if you would like to see the text-to-speech What Ifs, you can go ahead and check that out on Anime Prince. All the links will be down in the description, so yeah. Without further ado or wasting more time, how about we jump right into this brand new episode? Let us begin this now, guys. To do a bit of a recap for the last part that we left off, Naruto was having a conversation with the Sage of Six Paths, the man that had more experience and more knowledge to give. That is when Naruto felt something strange. Returning back to Konoha, Naruto arrived to see the sight. Toki, he was dead. As Naruto's mind shut down right there and then, he searched for Ayam essence all over. Even as Minato spoke, even as they discussed around him, Naruto was not paying attention to any single one of them. Finally, he lost it. Naruto lost it as he couldn't find her. Not a thread of Ayam. Not a single ounce. The whole world seemed to be tearing apart as Naruto's power went on a rampage. Berserk. Chaotic, terrifying. Naruto was shaking everything. Everything was being torn apart. It was violent. It was chaotic. It was terrible in every single way. Mito arrived. Given the last time they spoke, she tried to calm him down, trying to tell him that Ayam would want this. Her words got through to Naruto as he flew into the sky. A part of his mind knew that he wasn't able to find her, but who would be strong enough to remove the protective spears that he placed around her? Naruto scoured the world. As days passed by, Naruto did not stop searching, over and over and over and over and over again. Back at the village, Minato feared the state of the world, giving Naruto mental stability right now, as there was no scent, no trace. And if Naruto couldn't find her, how would they find her? Naruto was losing it. The more time passed, the more he was losing it. The sage, connected to his energy, tried to talk Naruto down, but Naruto sent his ghostly spirit away with a pulse of his eyes. As Naruto finally come to the realization that she was gone, he collapsed near a mountainside, screaming to the heavens. That was a scene the Raikage arrived upon. Remembering what happened to his brother, he attacked ruthlessly. Naruto did not defend himself, believing that he deserved to suffer for unable to save her. As the Raikage pounded away his fists, cracking the mountain, Naruto was spoken to by Momoshiki and Ishiki. Their ghostly connection with him, that is. Naruto got angry and sent the Raikage away with a blast. He seemed to be on the verge of nuking Kumo when he suddenly stopped. As Naruto proceeded to calm down, gazing around, looking at everything and everyone, he seemed much calmer than before. That is when Naruto explained that he never desired to kill his brother. only to test his own power. Within the final moments, Naruto wanted to see just how much control he had over the human soul. He bonded to the tail beast chakra that was currently with him. All he needed to do was to repair the body, something his eyes are fully capable of doing. The Raikage was stunned when he saw his brother brought back to life right in front of his eyes, unable to believe it as Naruto simply left. His purpose unknown, his reason for stopping unknown. We later get to see where Ayam was. She was trapped in a strange pendant, the reason why Naruto could not sense her. A powerful artifact that was created by the Otsutsukis. Turns out that Naruto had been watched, observed the entire time. His name was Ishiki, a scout of the Otsutsukis, and he reported to his leaders on the situation. The one that spoke to him gave him commands, as he spoke about Naruto like he was some big deal, tied into some prophecy or something like that. But they took Ayam for a reason, to use her against him, knowing that it was Naruto's greatest weakness. So yeah guys, basically that's what the topic you guys can switch across the play, check it out for yourselves to begin this new episode. 3 years. It's been over 3 years since Ayam disappeared. 3 years since Toki's death. 3 years since Naruto went on a rampage, tearing the skies apart with his grief. And then he vanished into utter silence. The village of Konoha was not the same. Not because of war, not because of outside invaders, but because of the child and what he had nearly become. At the moment, she stood on the monument. It was Mito, her long hair blowing in the breeze. She was no longer the child of 13, who had endless arguments about the situation, about the past. She had grown into a mature, sharp, beautiful young lady. At 16, her eyes were much more calm, but carrying the weight of the past still. Because she did it. A few years back, she confronted her parents. This was after the disappearance of Ayam. She had screamed at them, Minato and Kushina. She screamed at them both for breaking their own son, for giving him over to Danzo. She questioned who was the real monster here. For a moment there, she thought the things that she was saying was something that she could not take back. However, their eyes, it was so hollow. The truth was hitting them deeper than anything. She told them, you can't fix what you did. You can't undo the past. You let him rot. The parents had changed a lot. The village opinion, the way people usually saw them was now different. They still see him as their leader, but it would never be the same. Knowing what he did to his own son. Knowing that he put him aside when he actually needed help. Knowing that he handed him over for his mind to be broken. As for Danzo, it was impossible for him to show his face in public without being criticized by everyone around him. It was impossible. Then again, he was a man of the dark. But over time, Minato, once the proud Hokage, was now a shadow of his former self. Kushina, once with that fire, that storm, had grown subdued. Her smile barely. They did not defend themselves anymore. They did not make any excuse. They simply carried the guilt of what they did. And Mito, she couldn't hate them anymore as time passed. She wanted to, but she couldn't. She was to blame as well. And she saw their regret every single day. She saw their pain. And then there was Menma. Though he had not forgiven. Though he still saw Naruto as the enemy. He looked at Mito with contempt every time she spoke about what their parents did to Naruto. He called her weak. Things between them had been rocky. It was just now that they were starting to reconnect as brother and sister. But Menma knew it. In the silence of his own thoughts, he knew the truth. He would never ever say this aloud, but he knew it deep down. The gap between him and Naruto was just something he can never breach. He trained, he'd grown over the past couple of years, but still, the bridge. He could not cross it. No matter what he did, he could never cross it. Others around them had grown as well. Sasuke joining the police force, following in the step of his family, aiming to rule over it, rising through the ranks. Sakura and many others alike training under Senju Tsunade, who was brought back to the village. While things were good, things were okay, there was still something missing. There's been no sighting, not a single inkling of Naruto over the years. Many believing that he was no longer with us. They remember clearly what Ayame had said, how far Naruto was willing to go when he was younger, and Ayame was the only one that he truly cared about. So they feared that he was no longer here. The realization was there for them all. But they did not speak about that. Far away from Konoha though, deep beneath a cavern, was Orochimaru as he sat in silence. He was immortal now, not in a half-broken way that he was once before, but he was truly immortal. Naruto had tethered him to life itself. His soul was bound in his flesh, eternally renewed. At first, he was ecstatic. Centuries of knowledge to learn, forbidden jutsus, the secret of the world itself. It was all open to him, and he would be here to uncover everything that is created because he would never die. But after just 3 years of living without the fear of death, not afraid to hide from his enemies, not afraid to stand back, not afraid of anyone, anything, not even the possibility of him being sealed was there, because he was connected to something much greater. And yet, something was wrong. Something was horribly wrong, as his thoughts kept on plaguing him. So this is what eternity tastes like. Why was it empty, hollow? Where was the joy of conquest? Why? Why this sensation? He couldn't understand it. The more time passed, the worse it got. It made no sense. And always, in the back of his mind, he could feel the connection. Naruto's chakra. He was bonded to it. It stabilized him. No matter where he went, no matter how long it's been. Many were saying that he was dead, but Orochimaru knew the truth. He wasn't dead, he could feel him. He didn't know where he was, but he could feel him. And the reminder was always there. Maybe that's the reason. His life was not his own. It was Naruto's gift. Or perhaps, it was his curse. The Sannin often wonder, why me? Why didn't he simply allow him to be erased? Why bring him back? Yet, Orochimaru could not find him to receive any answers. As for the Land of Lightning, it's been years now, but the Raikage could still remember the day. But the Raikage was a very paranoid individual. Sparring, interrogation. He ran many tests on Killer B. But every time, it was B, his laugh, his rhyme, his stubborn loyalty. It was him. Eventually he stopped running the tests. But yet he kept on looking over his shoulder. Not more so for B anymore, but the one that had control over life and death itself. The one that people say could end the world. His rage alone could cause tsunamis, for the world to crack apart. There was many tales, many exaggeration, but were they truly though, after what he saw? It wasn't someone that he wanted to face. And he was a child back then. Many was speculating that he was dead, but for some reason the Raikage doubted that. Kano has been rather quiet about the whole situation. However, meanwhile, far away, in a place unmarked on any map, a figure sat on a jagged edge. It was him. He was older, taller, more mature in every single way. His hair was longer. His eyes was closed at the moment. He sat, his robes blowing in the wind. He sat without moving a single inch. He was so calm, so stiff you would mistake him for a statue if you were to walk by. He had spent 3 years mastering himself. 3 years refining every single disposal that was there for him to use. 3 years peeling back the mystery of his god eyes, unraveling techniques that no shinobi in history could even dream of. But the one thing that was still blocking him was the memories. When Momoshiki and Ishiki crashed, their power didn't just flow into him. They combined, distorting several things, combining several things as they multiplied, making him many times stronger than each. However, with no connection to find out the truth behind their memories. Just like how he was able to find out that Ishiki came here with Kaguya because he found the location. There was nothing else like that. Naruto could leave this world. He could go to other dimensions. But he found himself returning here. The world believed that he was gone. The 3 years spent training was in another dimension. Former dimension, that is. As Naruto has just allowed them to think that. Stop hunting after him, stop searching. Stop seeking answers. As for the sage, he severed his bond with him. Completely remove it. The sage voice, always a warning. Trying to turn him to the right path. Believing that, because of what he's been through, the pain would make him do unspeakable things. So Naruto cut the connection. The only way the sage could return was if the Senju and Uchiha bloodline were to unite and he would manifestate. But it would have to unite with the power of the tail beasts. Until then, pure silence. And yet, despite his mastery, despite his power, Naruto felt so hollow. He wondered to himself most times, why do I keep on going? For what? For who? He had no one, no connection. Every techniques that he tests, every landform that he erased, every sky that he split, it was followed by emptiness. Because Ayam was gone, her soul was gone. He tried everything, and he was powerful, but no matter what he did, her soul could not be felt on this plane of existence anymore. There was no trail of her. Whoever took her, they hid her away. He spent the last year searching, and given someone like him who can move from one dimension to another. He's been a lot of places. He saw a lot of things, understanding this vast universe more than ever before. But even then, nothing. He gave up. He just remained where he was. Days upon days, weeks, months. He sat, his eyes closed, not sleeping but just still. No longer desiring to train. It took him 1 year to truly understand everything about himself. He was more than special enough to get it down in a shorter time, but most of it was spent with the thoughts of loneliness in his head. The people thought that he was gone, and he wondered if the world would be better if he simply erased himself. But he never did. He never did it. He didn't know why he kept on holding on. He didn't know why he kept on continuing, but he just did. Naruto got to his feet. Due to his power connection, he could feel the questions, he could feel the man trying to understand. Space opened up with just a gaze alone as Naruto stepped through. Orochimaru, stunned. The man that he's been searching for the past 2+ something years now just appeared right in front of him. Taller, more intimidating than ever before as the Sannin gazed up towards Naruto, who suddenly appeared. Orochimaru was indeed shocked as he tried not to show it. It's been some time. I wonder when your shadow would darken my door again, Naruto, he said. Shadow. That's all I've ever been. No light, no warmth. Just an hollow echo moving across this rotten world. The Sannin tilted his head. You look thinner, not in body but in spirit. I can smell the decay of your will. Tell me, why visit me after these 3 long years of silence? The Sannin questioned, desperate to know. Naruto's hand flickered as scrolls manifested in thin air. Knowledge, secrets. I've torn these from worlds that you couldn't even dream exist. Techniques from forgotten clans. Dimensions that don't obey the rule of chakra. All of this meaningless. Naruto tossed them down to the ground. You wanted immortality. You wanted knowledge. There you go. But you've done nothing with it. You craved it, you wished for it, and yet you've not conquered the world, hunted your enemies. You are still here like a snake, coiled around itself. Orochimaru chuckled. Strange, isn't it? When I was mortal, every day was a desperate claw at the edge, searching, consuming, but never satisfied. But now, I have eternity. And I've lost something, he said. I'm unable to find myself. Killing my enemies, conquering the land. Seems like a child game, when death cannot touch me, he said. So you are like me, empty. You got what you wanted and yet, you have nothing. Orochimaru was well aware of what Naruto had been through. Perhaps you are. Still clinging to something, he questioned. I can see it in your eyes. The rage, the grief. You lost that girl. Her name was Ayam, said Naruto. The only thing proving that I wasn't a monster, and she was gone. Slipped away. What's the point of having so much power if you can't protect the one thing that truly matters? Perhaps that is the reason why you haven't visited me. Because you can still feel me through our connection. Perhaps you wanted someone to feel the same you do. Locked away. Bound. Those words got Naruto thinking. Something that he's been missing because of his own pity, his own pain. Tell me, said Naruto, what is it that you desire now? Do you want me to put an end to your immortality? Do you want me to free you? Do you want to pass on? No, Orochimaru said. I want to know why. Why did you choose me? What purpose did you have to give me this power? I'm sure that you figure out what exactly you are and that you're not exactly human. You're a being on a much higher level, granting immortality like it's nothing, reshaping continents like it's nothing. So tell me, why out of everyone else did you choose me, the son in question? I'm sure you want to hear something that would cement you to reality, something that would give you purpose, but I did it because I wanted to test myself. You were just a part of an experiment. Those words, they actually made the Sanin happy. A smile on his face. This pleased you, said Naruto. I wanted to know why out of everyone else. And your answer is similar to what I've been doing my entire life, he said. I've been swallowing myself with understanding everything and searching for the future, trying to understand it. But you did it out of sheer understanding of your own power. That is what I need. That is what I haven't been looking at, he said. The Sanin seemed more happy than he's ever been. Naruto looked towards him. Seems I've given you something, and you've given me something as well. Oh, and what's that, he questioned. A way to get answers. So caught up in my own grief. So much pain. I forgot that this could be the way to find out. Yet bleak, but my mind tried to put it aside because it was so small of a chance. But it is still a chance. Do as you must. There is nothing in this world that is important to me. So if you think that it's my desire to stop you from committing heinous act against this world, I will not. However, do not kill Minato, Kushina, Menma or Mito. Naruto started to walk away. I thought you did not care about your family. Naruto paused. Mito is someone I never got to know. But I think we would have been close if I did. And the others. Perhaps having them in the world is better than having them gone. That doesn't mean that I care, said Naruto. With that, he was gone. The Sanin, realizing that the reason why he was alive was because Naruto was experimenting. Something that he's done for his entire life. His enemies are still out there. Despite being immortal, he's been hiding. But there was no longer any reason to do that. Finally, after so long, Orochimaru stepped out of his chambers, shocking many. He's been in there for quite some time now. As he made his way towards a special room, resting on the wall was his Kusanagi blade. A vicious grin appeared on his face. Meanwhile, Naruto made his way, heading straight. As he flew, he arrived towards the exact location where Hagoromo and Hamura placed their hand on Kaguya Otsutsuki, where they bind her. The connection there was where it started. And that was all that Naruto needed. Replicating the effects of the seal was not hard. When Naruto's eyes opened, the world felt it. There was no drastic tremble or anything, but the sensation, nature itself felt it. Naruto went through an hand sign that was not normal. As he brought his hand up and draw a circle on his forehead, the line carving into an eye. A celestial white eye that glowed. It was a special Byakugan. Something greater than the original, something greater than the Tensegan. It blinked, and she was awakened. Naruto chakra surged, creating the exact effect within himself before he opened space itself. Space folded and twisted into her form. Her chains shattered. Her connection to the seal broken. As Naruto brought her back into reality. Just like that. The Sage of Six Paths felt it, but he could not come to the world due to Naruto restricting him. He lowered his head in grief for mankind. Slowly, her hair fluttered out, long in white. Her dress blew in the wind, and her eyes opened up. Her power immediately surged across the land, causing the place to tremble. But Naruto did not move, he did not blink. As her horns jetted out, her body reforming completely. She was free. After being trapped for so long, she was finally free. But the first thing that she laid eyes on was him, and she felt it. The lone figure standing in front of her with the three eyes, but the power coming from him. His nonchalant, calm way he stood in front of her, power like it was nothing. Her gaze sharpened. Memories of the past came to her. She remembered striking him down, Ishiki. And then she remembered Momoshiki. Yet, it was not the same. She felt their power within this one, but it was not the same. But she knew why he was here. You, what are you? She said. Their power, both of them inside one vessel. Have you come to devour me? But Naruto was calm though. I freed you. I'm here to talk, he said. But she did not hesitate. Immediately she retaliated, not trusting him. Her pale hand rose as she fired bones towards him, one capable of destroying people. However, Naruto raised his hand, his eyes flickering as he knocked them away like they were nothing. She was shocked. Immediately her chakra swelled. The ear shattered. As her chakra spread, she unleashed truth-seeking orbs. They merged into a monstrosity, a spear, blackened into a void. She hurled it straight towards him. But Naruto did not move, as both of his eyes glow. The third eye in his forehead closed, not even a slight nothing. As the spear shrank down into a pebble, Naruto caught it and crushed it with 2 fingers. The supernova explosion that would have decimated the land, just blowing away in the dust like it was nothing. Her eyes widened. She would not underestimate him. Immediately, she shifted dimensions as Naruto found himself falling into a wide range of lava down below. But Naruto simply floated. She struck, trying to knock him down. However, he dodged her without even looking her way as she was behind him. She raised her hand as the earth turned into spikes of molten, piercing lava, racing up to crush him in the center and pierce through him. But Naruto simply exhaled. He shrank the earth and the lava around him and flicked it away like it was nothing. His body twists as Naruto gripped her and pulled space inside out as he hurled her straight into her ice dimension. Without her control, she hissed in rage. Her hair spiked up as she released a storm of ice needles, able to pierce and cut through mountains. Naruto's eyes flashed as a storm of needles twisted into a spear of condensed spiral energy, like a trophy hovering and revolving in the sky. Stop this. This is not the reason I freed you. I do not wish to destroy you, said Naruto. You are strong, but I'm much, much stronger. I'm not sure what you are or how you claim their power, but I will not bow to you, she said. She opened another rift, dragging him into a desert dimension, her hair lashing out like living blades. She saw everything. Her speed was inhuman as she attacked with a fury unlike any other. However, as she struck through illusions of Naruto as he was moving so fast. She could not strike the original. She could not see him as he was blinking in and out. No, that was a problem. For a brief moment, she could not see him. Bam! She was launched across her dimensions, knocked to the ground as she rolled in the dust. Naruto held his hand up as he lowered it. The entire dimension down below split, the desert opening up as Naruto folded on itself, crashing it down with a fury unlike any other. She retaliated as she enlarged her body to a titanic scale, her palm pressing down like a god, squashing an insect. The sky buckled under her force. His small form was fragile. Well, it seems that way compared to her massive, overwhelming size. Yet with one hand he stopped her force. As his chakra met hers, she was blasted back through her own rift, crashing into the gravity dimension. She caused the ground to twist, forcing her chakra downwards. Due to the gravity, they twist into black holes. They spawn in different directions. Even her bones creak as Naruto dropped to one knee, but the next moment, space around him twists. As he rose to his feet, Kaguya was shocked, disbelief flooding her voice. Impossible. What are you? She said. What are you? Naruto held his hand up as he proceeded to summon a spear of twisting deletion, a fusion of Ishiki cubes, Momoshiki absorption, and his own god eyes, twisted into a living weapon of annihilation. He hurled it towards her. Kaguya shifted dimensions, trying to bury the technique in her realms. As she tried to bury it, moving across. However, his control over it caused it to follow her, warping it, twisting it. It followed her continuously until it struck her with an insane amount of force, blasting her back towards the elemental nation. Kaguya was scorched as she lay on the ground. She was injured greatly. It would take some time for her to heal because this was no normal wound. Maybe if I had the both of their powers alone, this wouldn't be so one-sided, but over the past 3 years I've come to learn that I don't just have their powers. It's drastically multiplied. And these eyes, none of them had these eyes. They were a creation of something unique. The power far outseed yours alone. I told you in the beginning that you stood no chance. You would not win. It is impossible for such a thing to exist. Momoshiki, Ishiki, you're not like them at all. You are indeed something else. I told you, said Naruto. And I told you I didn't want to fight. So stop. Naruto turned his head as Black Zetsu, having sensed his mother arrive. It can't be. Mother, he said. He rushed towards her, but Naruto looked towards him. Do not interrupt. Zetsu screamed as his body was folded out of existence, Naruto crushing him with space. He wiped him away. Kaguya, for the first time, felt true fear. Could this being that stand in front of her truly destroy her? Not seal, but completely erase. That is when she saw his eyes. Truly saw his eyes. That broken gaze. That hollow look. She decided to play this smart. What do you want? Naruto stepped towards her. He looked into her eyes as she blinked. The knowledge of who he was, what he was, came to her. I see now. So you were nothing but a normal child. And their essence flooded into you, remaking you into something different. This is truly unbelievable, she said. You freed me because you believe I can help you. Find the one that you love. The words sounded so strange to her. She wondered about the past, her own. Naruto stepped towards her. What makes you believe that freeing me will change anything? You spent years searching. You are stronger than me, she said. She had no doubt about that. There was no reason to go around that. If you cannot find the one that you seek, why do you think I would? Despite all the power, I lack the knowledge. The true knowledge of who Momoshiki and Ishiki are. The true knowledge of the Otsutsuki clan. I've searched for 3 years now. I've glimpsed, I've blinked around, but there has been nothing. A part of me believed that they're hiding from me. They took her and now they're hiding. Your clan want to use me in some way. Don't you mean our clan? They are nothing to me, said Naruto. In fact, when I find them, I will eradicate a lot of them. Hearing that, Kaguya got to her feet. Then I believe that we can help one another. I too wish to seek the destruction of my clan. Naruto's gaze narrowed hearing that. I know eventually they would come, hunt for me. But it seems like Momoshiki found Ishiki instead, which led to his destruction and now your creation. But now, it seems something else has risen. You have been brought into the fray. To help me destroy them all, she said. I don't truly care about the Otsutsukis. The only thing I know, she said. And I think I have an idea on why you cannot censor. You see, ancient relics were passed down in my clan. There is a very unique relic known as a chamber of darkness. I believe it doesn't matter how strong or powerful you are. Once you are trapped inside, no one can ever locate or sense you. Freeing the person that is trapped is much easier, while it lacks in defense. Then again, the one that you seek to free is human, so she wouldn't be able to escape. But in terms of being sensed, it doesn't matter the Otsutsuki. You will be blocked, because this relic came from the past, came from someone much stronger than you. And who is that? The one that created us all, the god of our clan, Shiba Otsutsuki. Naruto narrowed his gaze hearing that. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how strong he is. Well, if he was still here, you wouldn't be able to get by him, but it's a good thing that he's no longer with us. But I believe that if they do have her, if for some reason they're using her against you, as you believe, she's trapped in there. And I have the knowledge that can help you free her. Only if you work with me to see their utter destruction, she said. Naruto looked at the woman. He agreed almost instantly. As he stepped towards her, if you're lying to me, he said, there would be no coming back. I'll erase you. But guys, be in subscribe right here. If you want to see next part, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notifications they posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And don't forget to go ahead and check out the other channels. All the links will be down in the description. So yeah, let us begin this now, guys. What am I saying? Let's get the hell out of here. Peace.